Hi, my name is Annika, and today I will be showing you how to crochet one of these adorable snowflakes. It's really fun, really easy, makes a great gift and Christmas decoration. And then later I will yarn bomb a tree on campus. So, also this is not my pattern, and I will put links to the original creator's pattern and their YouTube channel in the description below. So, let's get started! Okay, so to start the snowflakes, you'll need some yarn, a 3mm hook, and some scissors. So we start off by making a slip knot. So cross those over, and then you tuck this part under, and then you pull both those strings, and there you have a slip knot. Now you take the hook, insert it in, pull just to tighten a bit, and now you're going to chain 8. So you're going to take your yarn, wrap it around like so, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now that you've chained 8, you are going to take this hook and put it in the furthest stitch from the hook. So that's your first stitch. Now this is the slip stitch, and you pull that through both of them. Well, sometimes they'll catch and it'll get a little hard to do. Now we are going to chain 4, just like how we chained the 8, but this time it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we go. Now we're going to do a series of double crochet, and this chain of 4 counts as our first one. So now double crochet goes like you wrap the yarn around the hook like you're going to chain again, but then you put it inside the loop and pull some more out. So now you have 3 stitches on your hook. Now you'll wrap that around again, go through the first 2. Now you have 2 more, wrap it around a second time, and there you have it. That is a double crochet. Now with this whole tail end of the yarn, you're going to want to keep it close to your loop, and then so when you're double crocheting through this, you're going to want to keep the double crochet on top, the double crochet stitches on top, and then you will keep this underneath. You'll see why at the end. It definitely makes things easier for when you're finishing up. Now you want 10 more of these stitches like this. So now you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and double crochet, and you can pause here, do that yourself, and then continue when you've got 12 of these stitches. And yep. So now you have this circle that has this little open space between your first double crochet and your last one. So now what you're going to do is you're going to put the hook in the third of your chain of 4, the third stitch in your chain of 4. You're going to do a slip stitch through both of them. There you have it, your complete circle. It looks very nice. Keep in mind this tail will come into play later, so don't cut it off yet or anything. Now we are going to chain 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And now you'll put your hook in the third chain, or in the third stitch from the hook. So there it is. And then slip stitch. Now you have this nice little knot there. And now you will go 1, 2, just chain 2. And now see how there are these little openings, these little holes all around, open spaces all around the circle. You are going to put your hook in there, do a slip stitch, And there you have your first little spike on your snowflake. Now we're going to do something a little different, but fundamentally the same. So you're going to chain 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And once again you're going to insert your hook in the third stitch from the hook and slip stitch. Now you're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3. Put it in the first of those 3. Put the hook in and slip stitch. Now again, 1, 2, 3. Into the first one, slip stitch. Now you'll see you have 3 of these little bumps, kinda. Now you are going to put the hook in the base of them and do a slip stitch through that. Okay, there we go. Now you will chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once again, you see that little opening there? Slip stitch into there so it stands like so. And now you're going to alternate between the chaining 5 and the slip stitch and chaining 7 and that slip stitch with the 3. Like you're alternating between big and little. I like to think of this as a haiku a bit because it's 5, 7, and then next one will be 5. And so if you want to pause your video now so you can do it, I will skip ahead to what happens when I get done with that step. Okay, and here is our almost completed snowflake. So you'll remember earlier I talked about the tail and trying to weave it in. So here's the tail. Now see, if you don't weave it in, if you weave it in, you can pull on it and it just gives you a bit more of a compact snowflake. I always like how that looks. So now, because you put it under the double crochet, it's mostly woven in, so you can just cut it. Be careful not to cut any of your stitches, otherwise this thing will fall apart. There we go. And now for the last one, you're going to tie this off, so kind of pull, so you make a larger loop. Now, snip the yarn wherever you want, wherever you think you want it. Okay, so now, with that, I can pull, see my tail gets shorter, and say I want the loop to be that long for hanging it from the tree, or anywhere else for that matter. You're going to take the tail, double knot it around this part of the loop. Always double knot because single knots do not stay that easily. And now just cut that. And there you have your beautiful snowflake. And you might notice it's a little curled, but that's okay. Typically how I take care of that is I put it under something heavy, like a bunch of heavy books. It's like pressing a flower. So then it flattens out and you can hang that anywhere. So, yep, hope you enjoyed this instructional video. And happy holidays!